Hello everyone, I'm Gokula Priya. In this video, I'm going to share a poem, The Word Intimations of Immortality from the Recollections of Early Childhood. It was written by William Wordsworth. Uh, we know all we know who is William Wordsworth, one of the famous romantic writer. Before going to the poem, let me tell a few things about William Wordsworth. Mm, William Wordsworth is a great, famous romantic writer. He was born on 7th April 1770 and he was died on 23 April 1850. Um, is is best known for his lyrical poetry, which often celebrates nature, beauty, and simplicity of everyday life. Uh, Wordsworth's famous works are Turton Abbey and the Prelude. These are all some important works of William Wordsworth, and his poetry played a significant role in uh, romantic literary movement. It established establishing the emotion and spiritual connection between human and nature. Um, and Wordsworth friend, one of the friend is Samuel Taylor Coleridge. They are best friends. They both are contributes so many things to the English literature. Uh, in this lyrical ballads, it is a famous work. It was contributed by both both means William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge. They both contributes the lyrical ballad to the English literature. It was published in the year 1798. From there itself, the romantic movement or romantic age has begin. And next, I'm going to speak about some. I'm going to speak something about the romanticism. It was a cultural and artistic movement established in the late 18th century and beginning of the 19th century. It profound impact on literature, art, music, and philosophy across the European and the United States. There are some key characteristics of romanticism. Is emotion and passion. Um, it give more importance to the emotions, feelings. Like the famous quote is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feeling, and the emotion. There are some key characteristics. One is emotion and passion, uh, and a return to the past, the um, purity of childhood, celebrate individualism and idealization of women. These are all some important characteristics of romantic age or romantic movement. Next, now we enter into the poem. The word Intimations of Immortality from the Recollections of Early Childhood. It also called as uh, mm, Intimation of Word or Great Word. It was published in the year 1807. It was it divided into two parts, and first it was written in the year 1802 to 1804. First, it was written in this period. Then only it was published in 1807. 1802 and 1804 was they written during this period. The poet written the work in that year 1802 to 1804. Then it was published in the year 1807. It was republished many times. It was corrected, and some people are some people react to this work. So then, um, what we already know what is word. Word is a short lyrical poem that passes an individual, an idea, or an event. It is a short lyrical poem. Word means short lyrical poem. What do you mean by immortality? Im- im- Immortality is a eternal life. Immortality is a eternal life. In this poem, the poet speaks about the Um, childhood memories, which means what are the things the poet enjoyed during his early age, childhood experience. The poet speaks about the childhood experience and what are the things he enjoyed. Um, when we think about this, when we are in childhood days, when we are in child, we enjoyed lot of things, like even in that age we are enjoyed a lot, like we seeing the stars, moons, and other nature things. When we see that, we enjoyed a lot. We enjoyed those days. That is what um, he expresses. The poet expresses childhood experience. Expressing means he expressed the natural elements through through the childhood age. Yeah, when he was in childhood age, he enjoyed a lot. But now, after 40, 50 age, in the 40s, 50s, in during those age, or during those age, he is not enjoying. He is not enjoy much. He is not enjoying much. He is not enjoy the nature during. He compare those two things, which means the childhood age uh, and the 40, 50, which means now we are not um, we are entering into the poem. uh, First we see the stanza wise summary, then we going to the themes of the poem. First stanza. In the first stanza, Wordsworth speaks about the experience of childhood, and he missing those days. We are all missing the childhood days, right? That is like that. The author is also missing those days. And he described that childhood age is a strong sense of spiritual connection. Strong sense of spiritual connection, and transcendent realm. Everything in the natural world seems magical and fun, full of wonder. During those days, it looks like a magical thing, a wonderful thing. That is what in the first stanza that author trying to say. The poet lost the wide and profound experience of childhood days. And he describes how, as a child, we have a strong sense of spiritual connection to a high transcendent realm, and everything in the natural world seems magical and full of wonder. This is what the author said in the first stanza. In the second stanza, the speaker explored the idea of immortality and spiritual awareness, which means the immortality and spiritual awareness it is a celestial light for children, or for a person's life. It shines up and it shines. The celestial light is it shines one's own yearly years, which means the childhood years. It in the childhood days, the celestial light is shines up, and uh, he expressed the belief that children are closer to divine, and experience a profound sense of unity with nature. Unity with nature, and he speaks about experience and unity with the nature. This is what the second stanza is all about. In the third stanza, William Wordsworth suggests the sense of connection to the spiritual realm. It gradually fade as we grow older. The spiritual realm fade us, which means when we old, the old peoples are um, missing the realm, the spiritual realm. They are lost. They are lost or fade. காலப்போக்கில் அதுவே போயிடும். Like that, the author is saying. The speaker lost the divine light. Now, in the old age, this in during the old age, or when we get old, we lost the spiritual light, the celestial light, or divine light. The way it wants illuminate everything in the world. It illuminate everything in the world means we lost the light, or experiencing the things. We are not children anymore. We are not get the things when we are in childhood days. What are the things that we are getting in the childhood days? We are not get the same things now, which means the old age people, which means when we get old, that time we are not going to get. That's what he said in the third stanza. In the fourth stanza, he speaks about the beliefs of the movement, and heightened awareness, or imitations, or imitation, or in the fourth stanza, the speaker speaks about the belief of intimations of immortality. The imitations of immortality are not entirely gone. The immortality is not entirely gone, which means the celestial light, or some what are the things that we are speaking in the first stanza and the second and third stanza, that is not gone entirely. It is there means it is there in our mind. It is there in our mind. Wait, it is a storage, like we are store all the things in our mind. We are that is we are recollecting. That is what the fourth stanza is. The poet says in the fourth stanza, it is not entirely gone. The imitations of immortality is not entirely gone. Instead, they are stored in our memory, waiting to be revisit means we are recollecting, uh, uh, that in some other days or some other place. When we see something, yeah, it when we are seeing the when we see something, it was happened in our early childhood days. The place, when we are revisiting the place, when we are in the childhood days, we are enjoying that in the we are enjoying there a lot. When we revisit that, we remember those days. uh, we are remembering those days, and we are in when we remember that, we get satisfied, or we happy about that. That is what in the first stanza the author is saying. In the fifth stanza, the poet shifted to discussion. Discussion means the role of nature in rekindling these memories, rekindling, that is what I'm saying, right? The rekindling, mm, rekindling the memories. We are um, recollecting the childhood memories when we visit a place, or when we meet our friends, childhood friends. We are recollecting the memories, we are speaking about those experience, those happiness. So this is the recollection, a recollection of memories. uh, in the fifth stanza, the author said that the rekindling, discussion of the role of nature in rekindling rekindling the memories. Mm, and the nature has the power to uh, awaken those spiritual feeling, awaken the spiritual feeling. The nature had a power that awaken the spiritual feeling within us. We have a spiritual feeling, but it is, we are not express that. So um, the spiritual feeling will express within us. And it describes how the beauty of nature, such as meadow, stream, and flowers can serve as a trigger of these memories. These are all triggering. The meadows, flowers, and streams are triggers those memories, like childhood memories. It triggers us. That is what the poet said in the fifth stanza. In the sixth stanza, the poet reflects on how nature can restore a sense of spiritual connection and awaken the feelings of ecstasy, joy and ecstasy. He believes that the nature world is a source of comfort and renewal for the human spirit. Renewal for the human spirit. Um, the spiritual connection awaken the feelings of joy and ecstasy. And he believes, the poet believes, that natural world is a source of comfort. Natural world is a source of comfort and renewal of our renewal of the human spirit. This is what he speaks in the sixth stanza. In 7, 8, and ninth stanza is all about emphasizing the uh, I'm saying the overall overall stanza, the 7 to end, 7 stanza to end stanza. The author emphasized the idea that even we grown older, and our the direct experience of childhood react. The memories and emotions associated with memories and emotions are associated with those early years continue to shape our life and influence our actions. um, how can it the memories and emotions are uh, our memories and our memories and emotions are associated with those early year, and it connected to shape our life, influence our actions. mm, this is what he is saying in the next stanza. And he concluded that the poet concluded um, hopeful note. He concluded with a hopeful note, suggesting mm, the thought and the thought our continued instructions with nature and more and our memories, we can still catch glimpse of the transcendent beauty and experience a sense of the eternal. The speaker finds uh, In the seventh stanza, Wordsworth emphasize his idea that the memories and emotions associated with those early years. Early year means the childhood days. Continue to shape our life. Continue to shape our life. Continue to shape our lives and influence our actions. And in the eighth stanza, in the eighth and upcoming stanza, he concluded the poem with a hopeful note, and he suggests that though through our continued interaction with nature and memories, we can still catch glimpse of transcendent and transcendent beauty, and experience a sense of eternal. The spiritual connection of childhood can be rediscovered through our ongoing relationship with the natural world, through spiritual connection, and spiritual connection of childhood can be rediscovered. That is what he concluded in the last stanzas in the poem. So, the poem is all about reflecting the philosophical exploration of enduring impact of childhood experience, uh, and the laws of spiritual awareness. We grow older, and the potential for recollecting with the divine thought, nature, and memory. Wordsworth suggests that the sense of wonder and unity rekindle uh, through rekindle our connection to the beauty of the nature. That is what in the poem is all about. Important themes of the poem. Important themes means childhood connections to the divine, and the loss of spiritual awareness, and memory and recollections. Childhood connections to the divine. When we are in childhood, we are more connection with we are connecting with divine, the spiritual divine, and loss of spiritual awareness. When we get old, when we old, the old people are lost the spiritual awareness, and the memories and the recollection. The memories are stored in our mind, and we are recollecting that. That is what the memories and recollection. And nature as a source of inspiration. Nature is a main source of inspiration, and hope and redemption. Hope and redemption. In the end, the poet conclude with the hope. That is what all about the ode, intimations of immortality, recollecting the childhood memories. This is what all about the poem. Thank you.